Hi, this is Paul Sackers, Good News Planet. I'm speaking to Audrey Boone Tillman. Hi, Audrey. How are you?
I'm fine, Paul. How are you?
Good. Ladies first, and you're with AFLAC,
Yes.
and you're Executive Vice President of AFLAC, and we have Tim Erbleek. Hi, Tim. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
Good. I hope I said your last name.
Pretty close.
And Tim, you started, and you're the CEO of, and I hope I say this right, Ethisphere?
Yeah, it's Ethisphere.
Okay, and we're going to discuss the 2015 list of the world's most ethical companies and the importance, okay? So this is, I will have to say for good news, this is the heart of our company. We've been supporting companies that do good and are sustainable and are social responsible for 16 years.
That's great.
So thank you very much for coming out and doing the work that you do. You're renowned in it. So tell us a little bit about your organization, Tim.
Sure. Our motto is something I think you'll appreciate. It's good, smart, business, profit. And we started about 10 years ago with the notion that there were lots of rules around what happens when a company does something wrong, right? You get fined, you get sanctioned, of course your stock plummets, you pay lots of legal fees and so on and so forth. But we didn't feel there was really a third-party objective standard around what does really good corporate behavior look like. So we have, I think, a world-class methodology committee. It's some of the brightest minds around the globe. You can go to our website, ethisphere.com. It's all fully transparent. And then from that, what we do is we measure and rate corporate behavior. And out of that, we're able to devise our list, which we release on March 9th. Right.
Today's the day, and you have an event here in New York. And a wonderful global ethics summit with some of the leaders in the industry. I'm very excited about what you're up to. And Audrey, you should be excited because AFLAC has won, I believe, 9 times, and you act like a duck.
Yeah, we are very excited. It's quite an honor to be on the list, and even more so to have been on the list since the inception of the list for the last 9 years. And I just, more than anything, it's a great validation for us as a corporation that the way we do business and how we define ethics and integrity is validated by an institution like the Ethisphere Institute.
Aha. And so why does your CEO, Daniel Amos, say you act like a duck? And why does your company give almost $425,000 a month to AFLAC Cancer Center, and in Japan you have a parents' house, and you're involved with energy? Why does AFLAC do all those good kinds of things?
Well, it's the tone at the top. And you mentioned Dan Amos. He and his father and his uncles were the founders of AFLAC. And the company was founded on some basic principles and trying to be great corporate citizens from the outset. So when you see things like the AFLAC Pediatric Cancer Center and Blood Disorder Services and the AFLAC Children's House in Japan, I mean, we have set as a goal that's a major philanthropic thrust for us. And so our field force, our sales associates, and our employees constantly donate and volunteer with those efforts. So not just are we focused on doing the right thing when it comes to ethics and integrity, but I'm very proud of the fact that we want to do the right thing when it comes to other types of issues as well, like diversity, like sustainability, like charitable giving, like volunteerism. Again, our culture is what drives the company, and our culture is the thing that keeps the promises that we make to our policyholders as well.
Tim, what do you feel is the corporate ethics out there today, the state of it?
I think it's improving. It's interesting, this is our 7th time we've done the Global Ethics Summit. It's the biggest turnout yet. We'll have a dinner to honor the WME companies tonight. We're delighted Walter Isaacson is going to be one of the keynotes. It's sold out at 600. So, and the reason, and people literally are coming from all over the globe, this is good business, and I don't think that's going away.
Good. That's good for good news and good for the world, isn't it so? Audrey, wouldn't you say that? It's good for the world when the world is good.
I would agree completely.
All right, that's great. Let me ask you, I know you have a busy schedule in the event this evening. Let me ask you 2 last quick questions. One is for each of you. What's good news for you? Audrey, maybe first.
Okay, thanks. Good news for me is that our company is one that does the right thing when nobody's looking, and to be awarded for that or to have accolades for that fact is a very good piece of good news.
Tim, for you?
Well, they say about Jackie Robinson, the measure of a man is the impact you have on the others. Among the 132 companies on the list, I think they employ more than 5 million people. They have a market cap of more than 8 trillion, and they have revenue of more than 4 trillion. So those are some pretty significant numbers. And I think the more that those companies get behind good business as a foundational business practice, to your point, I think it just helps the world.
And last question, Tim, we're very involved with achieving world peace. And Tim, what is peace for you?
Well, it's interesting. I just spoke at an event in London, and there were folks from 105 countries there, and they wanted to know what Ethisphere was going to do about bribery and so on and so forth. And there is no one global rule of law, but there are global companies who act in the right way, and I think they'll have as much as an impact on anything on peace.
Okay. And Audrey, for you, what's peace for you?
I think Tim gave a great answer. I'm just going to dovetail on him.
There's nothing wrong with a good ditto, Mark.
There you go.
You two are wonderful, and I love what you're doing.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much for taking some time to speak with us.
Thank you
our
very
pleasure.
much.
Have a great day, Paul.